Big deal that Jerry didn't consult Dak, his quarterback, or their head coach, Mike McCarthy, before making this trade.
Well, I look at it as a big deal in this regard. Jerry Jones basically said in front of the world, I don't give a damn what they think. This is about trying to do what I think is best in order to propel this team to heights unseen over the last 28 years. That's basically what he's saying. I mean, think.
Says on the beat, boy.
Yeah. Cause he wanna light. Headlights, I've been whipping midnight through the city. I've been going through some things, trying to get my mind right. Push the bucket to the limit, push that bitch into the fence. Gotta get the full control, gotta get my mind right. Headlights, I've been whipping midnight through the city. I've been going through some things, trying to get my mind right. Push the bucket to the limit, push that bitch into the fence. Gotta get the full control, gotta get my mind right. Yeah.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy DMV back with another one. It's Friday, Good Friday. A lot of people getting paid. Y'all go out there and y'all spend that money, man. I know I'm going to celebrate this weekend with it being my real birthday weekend. You know, I'm going to definitely celebrate. But today, I kind of want to put something to rest. I kind of want to talk about it because I haven't talked about it on my channel. I've been kind of waiting for the right time, waiting for the right thoughts to get together on it. But we're going to talk about why the Trey Lance trade was bad for Dak Prescott, right? And I'm gonna put out a disclaimer that I do not believe that Trey Lance is in any shape or form a threat to Dak Prescott's starting job this year. But as many have pointed out, and like my boy Tuck has pointed out, he is a threat to Dak Prescott. The reason he's a threat to Dak Prescott is, as many have pointed out, it's an ego move, right? The reason that you know it's an ego move is that Jerry just and the front office guys, they just pulled the trigger and didn't tell the key guys about it. You know, it's a little bit different if Mike McCarthy knows about it. It's a little bit different if Dak knows about it. You know, those guys I feel like have earned enough respect for if you were going to make a move like that, you need to consult them. You definitely need to do that. But the fact that they didn't, and then it's thrown out there the way that it has been, there seems to be a real disconnect between your quarterback and the front office there, right? So Dak understands it's a business. And part of me is glad that this happened because I know it's going to light a fire under him, and pissed off Dak plays his best football. You know what I'm saying? Like when Dak would have a bad performance, he'd come back for the most part and light stuff up, right? Or all week last year, they told us that Kirk Cousins was better than him. Amari Cooper allegedly called him the black Kirk Cousins. So everybody else has been comparing him to Kirk Cousins. And Speak Up has been talking about how Kirk Cousins was better this and Kirk Cousins was better that. And we lit Kirk Cousins' ass up 40-3. All right, so pissed off Dak is a good Dak. And maybe that's the type of gears that they wanted to turn in the front office by bringing in Trey Lance, but I don't think that that's the right way to do it. I think letting Dak know and still bringing him in still can get you what you want. Or I think the fact that Dak has suffered an offseason the way that he has with the criticism is enough as well with the interceptions. I think that's enough to get pissed off Dak. But there's a way that you handle business. And I understand this. Jerry Jones is multi-billionaire. We have the most valued franchise in sports, maybe in American sports. I have to look at the numbers for the soccer leagues and stuff like that. But regardless of the point, Jerry knows how business is done. Jerry knows about doing business in good faith, and what he did was not in good faith. No matter what you feel about Dak Prescott, if you feel like Dak Prescott is your franchise quarterback or not, Dak Prescott is the franchise quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. He is your top earner. You know what I'm saying? Dak Prescott has the biggest deal. He is the face, or he was the face of the Dallas Cowboys. I think it's Micah Parsons right now, but that's beside the point. Dak Prescott is the face of the Dallas Cowboys to the entire league. You want to know how I know that? Because they can't do a damn segment on any sports show without talking about Dak Prescott. So what you allowed is you allowed the media. Now you allowed them to put Dak on the dartboard again and continue to throw darts. right? You made it seem like you're not as confident in your guy in the future. You know what I'm saying? With how you handled the move. Now, if everybody knew, if Dak knew and all that type of stuff, we could put this to bed. But you just made it a media storm. You just pretty much created articles for people for the entire year by doing it the way that you did it. Now, again, I'm not one to think that they don't think things through. I'm pretty sure they knew this. They knew it was going to be a marketing opportunity. And now you're going to hear about how Trey Lance was ripping it up in practice, ripping it up against the scout team. You're going to hear about Trey Lance the entire time. Now the coaches are going to have to answer questions about Trey Lance when the season is going on. And it's actually crazy that your franchise quarterback doesn't get the protection that your backup quarterback gets. How the hell is Cooper Rush not, you know what I'm saying? How the hell is Cooper Rush not brought up, right? Like how, if this trade was made, obviously, with the contract that Trey Lance has and the contract that Cooper Rush has and how the Cowboys handle business, Cooper Rush is definitely in danger of QB2 this year. I don't care what anybody says. As soon as homeboy picks up half of the playbook, he's going to be your backup, because you want to know why? When Dak went down, was Cooper Rush able to do the same things Dak was doing? No. Cooper Rush has a grasp of a good percentage of the playbook. So as soon as Trey Lance has that grasp right there, based on what he's getting paid, he's going to be your backup. I don't know why that's an argued point. For one, he has more talent. And second, the front office, this was their aha move. There's no way that if he's able to pick up that playbook, a good portion of it, by the bye week or whatever, that he won't elevate to your backup. You might not know about it, but trust me, if Dak were to have an injury or something like that and homeboy has a good grasp, they're going to elevate Trey Lance to that backup spot, guys. That's just how football works. When you got a better player, they're going to play. Trey Lance is a better player than Cooper Rush. You guys don't see it right now. You will see it. I know you're going to argue with me, but if you argue with me, that proves my point, because a lot of people are protecting Cooper Rush more than they're protecting their franchise quarterback. I watched the Chicago Bears protect bum-ass Rex Grossman when he was winning games and throwing interceptions. And Dak Prescott is way better than Rex Grossman. But I watched Chicago, and I watched them, and I get it. They went to a Super Bowl, but there were times where they didn't. I watched Chicago protect bum-ass Jay Cutler when he was throwing interceptions. You know what I'm saying? And Chicago hasn't won anything longer than we haven't won anything, meaning like a Super Bowl or anything like that. That's why I brought them up in their historic franchise. You know what I'm saying? But regardless of the point, this thing was bad for Dak because it shows that the organization, as we've already known, is not willing to protect him when it comes to things like this. All for marketing. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. I'm out. Peace.